Richard, Emerald, and I collaborated on these beers with Stone Brewing Company and Ballast Point. For your elimination challenge, you'll be asked to create a dish that captures the essence of the beers in your hand.
There's a huge renaissance of beer that's been going on in the culinary world. Restaurants are doing beer tastings instead of wine pairings. I'm excited about this challenge.
Chefs, those of you who have the yellow label have my golden ale. I added jalapeno, ginger, and tamarind.
Those of you with the red label, you have my stout. I used Ras el Hanout, which is a North African spice blend, some beets, and of course, chocolate for a little bit of mystery.
Chefs, those of you with the green label have my beer. I wanted my beer to represent what New Orleans is all about. I added coffee, cayenne, and tangerine.
No crawfish?
That's later.
Those of you with the blue label, you have my wheat beer. There's lemon, coriander, and there's a little banana for body.
Banana? I would give money for anyone else's beer.
Chefs, today you'll each have $350 to shop at Whole Foods. Tomorrow, you'll have 2 hours to prep and cook before service begins.
I will push you down the stairs. You want to work on the outside and I'll work on the inside? This is definitely like a chef's dream kitchen. Richard opened this restaurant since winning Top Chef. It just goes to show you what Top Chef can do for your career.
Beer underneath.
Cool.
Wesley's in the kitchen, people.
Of course, I picked Richard's beer. I just became executive chef at his old restaurant just weeks ago. Richard and me are the two opposite ends of the spectrum. His is everything's got to be whimsical. I'm trying to do more straightforward stuff.
This beet sauce that I'm about to make, that's chocolate in it, some flavors I don't really deal with a lot.
I'm really uncomfortable with these ingredients. This almost seems like it was designed for me to fail at.
Make good food, that's all I gotta say. I can't say much more than that.
Well, I might not have any ragu for my gnocchi. I've never used a pressure cooker before. Probably not a smart thing to try it out for the first time today.
You are gonna be fine.
I love Ras el Hanout. I'm gonna do some Moroccan spiced almonds.
Good deal.
Ras el Hanout is a North African spice blend. It's got coriander, a little bit of nutmeg, and ginger.
Karen, how you doing with that duck, girl?
Pretty good, rocking and rolling.
It's a little bit frustrating to see Jeremy and Kwame win over and over again. I think it's time for somebody else to take them down.
Just another day in the park, right?
Yep.
I'm doing a little pork and squid salad, so I'm gonna do a meatball with some grilled squid tentacles and a touch of grilled banana.
Jason's an interesting guy. I have a lot of respect for him as a chef, but he cooks old school dishes that are sort of forgotten about. You know, squid, meatballs. Sounds weird.
How you doing, Amar?
Doing good, brother. How are you?
Good, man. Just making some tamarind ash over here.
This is so fancy. Chad and I got the golden ale infused with jalapenos, tamarind, and ginger. With this challenge, I just want to use just 3 ingredients my own way. Ooh, spicy. I was born in the Dominican Republic, grew up very poor. When I was 6 or 7 years old, I used to work across the street from a meat place. I used to smoke meat, pork chop, chicken. I would go there and help and make sausages. They're like, here's a knife. I'm 7 years old, so I'm cutting meat. That's why I love chicken so much. So I'm gonna make jalapeno relish to put on top of the chicken breast, but I'm also gonna do something fun. It's a beer challenge, so I'm gonna make my own version of a jalapeno popper. Everything that I tasted on that beer is on my dish.
Those cracked ones, beautiful. Not gummy, okay? I've been struggling with how to make the judges happy. My newfound strategy is just going to be I'm just going to cook technically proficient food. I'm trying to mimic the beer a little bit. And then I think that'll taste good on top of duck. That's the most important part, right?
For the love of God, I've got my roux cooking. Okay, banana is fatty. It's a little sweet. Why don't I make a mayonnaise out of that? Why don't I make bananas?
So I'm making a little crab and corn velouté with a king crab salad with sriracha bananas.
Am I high or is this good?
I think my kids would love bananas.
Hashtag bananas. Yeah.
I'll definitely make it in time. Definitely make it in time.
Yep, going home. I'm going home.
I know the lamb's overcooked. I let it rest for too long. At this point, I'm hoping maybe somebody will just make something gross.
Time.
Richard, what were you thinking when you gave them these ingredients?
I love beets. They bring a lot of natural sweetness, and I love the mystery of chocolate. And then Ras el Hanout, which is, 12 spices as one ingredient. So I love the nuance of all those spices.
Wow.
Oh, we got a lot of beef puree.
I made a roasted duck breast with cocoa nib beef puree and ras al hanout roasted carrots.
The cocoa nib really works wonderfully here. You get the natural sweetness from the beet and the carrot.
Thank you so much.
I like the incorporation of the microgreen here, the bitterness of that with the beer. Really cool interplay.
How about you, Wesley?
I did a beet puree with roasted beets, ras al hanout carrot, and the lamb has ras al hanout as well.
I don't know how and when you cut the lamb, but the juices might have ran out a bit.
Yeah, it eats dry.
The beet puree was very beet. It was
Right.
a little bit maybe one-dimensional.
It is lacking some of the nuance that's in the beer.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hi, how are you? I did a granola with dark chocolate and smoked sea salt, pickled beets with habanero and ras al hanout, and then a little pickled blueberry and hibiscus reduction.
Jeremy, like the dish visually, a lot of bright acidic flavors. Could have used actually more fat.
Your dish is a little light on the chocolate, and that's my only criticism. I like the streusel. I think it adds a nice, interesting counterpoint to the dish.
Thank you, chefs. Thank you all.
Thank you. Enjoy your afternoon.
I thought that was a delicious meal.
Yeah, collectively, they definitely stepped up their game. Karen did an excellent job showcasing the flavors that were in the beer.
I really thought that was spectacular. I thought Jeremy's duck was really good. It was really, really bright, tons and tons of acid. I also thought Amar did a nice dish.
Yeah, Amar's dish was fascinating. The spice that he got from the jalapeno, yeah, that was one of my favorites for sure.
All in all, I gotta say, we had some sensational food today, so thanks. It seems like it's starting to get tough, and it's only gonna get tougher from here.
Amar, Karen, and Kwame, please remain in the front. The rest of you can step to the side. Thank you. The three of you had our favorite dishes of the day, so congratulations.
Every one of these dishes just were completely spot on when it comes to what we were tasting in the beer and what you guys put on the plate. Amar, this was a real powerful dish. It seemed like much more assertive than anything you've done before, not just because it was spicy. Flavors are really, really bold all throughout. The sauce work was really nice.
The first thing I got when I tasted the beer was like that green jalapeno to it. And actually, that was the last component that I add to the dish.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Karen, did you know right away what you wanted to do?
I felt comfortable working with the ras al hanout. I just tried to make sure that the chocolate notes were accented. I thought that was probably the most challenging part of the dish.
You know, every now and then you eat a dish and there's a part of the dish that is just addictive and you just can't eat enough of it. And I thought the beet sauce was that item. I just could not get enough of it.
Thank you.
Kwame, I loved how you took the banana in Tom's beer and made it your own.
Thank you so much.
That dish could stand up anywhere.
Emerald, who won this challenge?
Well, for us, today the winner is Karen.
Good job.